Well, I think we have an important question before us. As I see it, we were victims of a crime. Those stagecoach robbing outlaws shot Amanda, intending to kill her. That's a real and very serious crime. The question, therefore, is, should we report the crime to the sheriff, or should we just let it go, and thusly not draw attention to ourselves? Seeing as those guys are bound and hidden, there's no evidence of what happened.
Well, if stand your ground is a thing here, in the Old West, then we're good reporting what happened. But if they're against defending yourself, they could blame us and charge us with a crime. It's responsible to report crimes, especially attempted murder. This would be a good test of the Time Pockets game expectations. Does it expect us to report the crime, or celebrate our victory, or pretend it never happened?
That's a good rundown of the most likely choices in this devil simulation live-action role-playing game. I have to admit, I don't think Taylor, Tushar, or Karna would have decided to report the crime if they were attacked like we were.
You're right, Tushar would have wanted to stay clear of more potential trouble. And Taylor would have felt she already handled everything. And Karna was likely as guilty of violence as the outlaws, so they probably didn't report anything. What would you like to do, Rick? This may be an important deciding moment in the Time Pocket game script, as it could frame everything we do and how we're perceived. I think this decision rests solely on your shoulders. Wow, Mills, you really don't think we have a say in what we do? Aren't we all on the same team? So, shouldn't we all be heard and be part of making decisions? I think our opinions matter. I am sorry, Amanda, if I've offended you. I did not mean to suggest or imply that you had no say or influence on what we do. It is me. I cannot undermine free will, and so I cannot make decisions for Rick or any human. That's a weird rule. You're here to help us in hell, for all eternity, or at least until we stop the devil, but you won't or can't tell us what we should do, even if you think you know what the best choice is. That's messed up. I may advise you, but I may not decide for you. I do not make the rules. Divine law has existed since the beginning of time. Even agreements between heaven and hell cannot contravene God's will or divine law.
We're blessed to have you with us, Mills. I could never have hoped that heaven would send an angel to join us in going to hell to fight the devil. I think making decisions with only your counsel is an okay compromise to have an angel on the team. Hey, who are you? What do you want? You don't look like a savory type. Do you have a problem you need handled? My name is Virgil Earp. I'm here to help. Just tell me what you need. My name's Rick, and I'm here to report a crime. We saw a stagecoach robbery just outside town, and they shoot at us. Thankfully, because we were there, the stagecoach got away. I just wanted to report what happened. That's a good story, Mr. Rick. But people don't come here to report crimes too much, especially after they done happened. I gotta go looking for crime and criminals. Your reporting a crime is, well, unusual around here. Well, that's what happened. I hope there's something for you to investigate. On another topic, we're looking for some friends. A blonde woman, a dark auburn red-haired woman, and a foreigner Indian man, likely dressed like me. Those three people are thieving, murderous outlaws. They robbed a stagecoach, cheated at cards, and stole money in the saloon, killed Billy Claiborne and his woman, and they encouraged a showdown right here on Main Street. If those outlaws are your friends, then it says a lot about you, don't it? Birds of a bad feather flock together. I don't think you're so good, Mr. Rick. Maybe you better leave before I arrest you as an accomplice to their crimes. Hey, it's okay, I'm not here for trouble. Like I said, I just wanted to report the stagecoach robbery. I have no problem with you or anyone here. If you don't mind, I'll take your advice and leave. Yeah, and keep walking right out of town. And don't do anything stupid, Mr. Rick. I don't want to arrest you, or worse.
That didn't go so well. Virgil Earp seemed predisposed to dislike us, solely based on our attire and affiliation with Taylor, Tushar, and Karna. The game script appears determined to make us into bad guy outlaws. So, as much as I don't like it, it sounds like we can't break any laws at all. Or Virgil, his brothers Wyatt and Morgan, and Doc Holliday, and, no doubt, a posse, will all hunt us down and put us wherever Taylor, Tushar, and Karna are.
You may be right, Amanda. We should do our best not to break any laws. It sounds like we need to avoid even looking like we're involved in anything nefarious, and be so squeaky clean that we can't be seen as inappropriate.
It should not be such a terrible problem or challenge for us to not break any laws. Seeing as Virgil Earp refused to inform us where Taylor, Tushar, and Karna are, perhaps we should resume our investigation into their whereabouts. Before we go, did you hear Virgil say Taylor and the team robbed a stagecoach? It sounded like they encountered the same game-scripted stagecoach fight that we did. But something happened that made them look like the outlaws robbing the stagecoach.
That's an intriguing observation, that the choices they made with the stagecoach robbery made them look like outlaws and become wanted criminals by the Earps. Given Virgil refused to tell us what happened to him, let's get going to find him.
You have to help me, please. My daughter's been kidnapped by outlaws, and my son's been gunned down by the Earps and Doc Holliday. My boy didn't stand a chance against them. They ambushed him, shooting him from all sides. Rick, Amanda, this may be one of those scripted events that we must be careful in how we respond. She seems to be asking for us to seek revenge against the Earps for killing her son. We don't know what precipitated her son's death. Mills, thanks for saying that. I was thinking that we should help the woman, seeing as she's so sad, having lost her son in a shootout with the Earps. But you're right, we don't know if her son was really an outlaw or not. Yes, Amanda, we don't know if Marshal Earp and his brothers were merely engaging safely to apprehend a criminal that turned into a shootout that killed her son. It seems he was supposed to die in the Time Pocket's tormenting script.
It's odd the mother of the killed son has just stood by while we debated the veracity of her claims. She just listened, watched, and never said a word. The Time Pocket gave us time to evaluate our options and make a decision, like in a video game.
That is weird. Okay, this is messed up. It honestly sounds like our best course of action is to do nothing. If we're trying to avoid being labeled as outlaws or bad guys, then we shouldn't antagonize the Earps by investigating them. I mean, the Time Pocket is going to reset anyway, so why bother helping the woman exact revenge in what she sees as justice? It really makes no difference if we walk away, refusing to play this scripted encounter in the devil's game. So, we have decided to avoid antagonizing law enforcement and commit no crimes, but we will defend ourselves if attacked. And we will help people, if it may break the Time Pocket's eternal loop of torment. I am sorry, we cannot help you pursue revenge. Your desire for vengeance is personal to you. It is understandable that you suffer deep sorrow in losing your son, but killing someone else will not help him or ease your pain. You don't understand how awful it is to lose your son. You're insensitive, cruel people. Why are you even here in Tombstone? You're just as bad as the Earps. I hope you get shot and killed yourselves. You don't care about me.
It's a lot like Mill's description of Romans 12:19, that vengeance should be left to God, while we should only pursue justice that is righteous and just. Her asking us to fight and kill the Earps makes her no better than the Earps.
I'm pretty sure that Taylor, Tushar, and Karna would all want to help the woman. Taylor and Tushar would do it for justice, and Karna would do it for the fight and shootouts.
You might be onto something, Amanda. I agree Taylor and Tushar would have felt the need to help save the girl from her kidnappers. And so we have to wonder if that led to their being vanished. I think we should avoid acting on people's torments.
Although it feels wrong to let suffering and woe continue, we must remember that these people are damned souls that are meant to endure torment in hell. It may feel bad to us, but it is what they damned themselves to in their lives on earth. You're basically saying that they had it coming. That sure doesn't sound angelic or heavenly, or anything nice or compassionate. Angels wielding swords, or guns now, are a real thing. So, it's might for right, unless you're a damned soul. Anyway, she wasn't there when her son was killed, so she can't know if her son was bad or not. She just wants revenge. It's eye-opening that helping someone trying to right an injustice can actually be wrong and make things bad for us. Injustice can feel personal and hurtful, making it feel especially wicked and wrong. We see things from our perspective, first from physical pain, second from emotional pain, third from spiritual pain, and fourth from intellectual pragmatism. Although it is difficult to do, we must step away from our rage and desire for vengeance and leave it to God to punish the wicked perpetrators. Things don't seem worsened for us, so perhaps not helping was the best choice to make.
Well, let's hope we did the right thing by doing nothing. It doesn't feel good to see someone suffering like that and be unable to help. I wish we could help her, but we're powerless to do anything. I guess we're done here. Let's canvass Main Street's businesses and see if anyone saw Taylor, Tushar, or Karna. Someone must have seen them, so we just have to ask around. Well, the general store seems like as good a place as any to ask people if they know anything about Taylor, Tushar, or Karna. Someone must have seen him and may even know where they are. I hope someone in the store knows something.
Virgil Earp had a lot of hate for you, the moment you asked about Taylor, Tushar, and Karna. I bet there are other people that share Virgil's hatred for them, and for anyone associated with them. Asking questions may be dangerous. Amanda is right. We need to be considerate that asking questions can feel intrusive, even rude, with us being strangers, walking up to people and demanding answers. It could ruffle feathers and upset people to the point of violence. Perhaps we should send only one person into each establishment, while the rest of us wait outside, on call, to come and help should any issues or problems arise. One person asking questions will be less intimidating.
That's an excellent idea, Mills. You're right, us going in as a group could make us look like a gang of gunslinging outlaws that sauntered in, demanding answers about the whereabouts of our allegedly criminal friends. Yeah, I could see people running scared to the Earps, or taking action against us themselves, thinking we're a bunch of outlaws threatening them to tell us where our fellow outlaws are. Yeah, asking questions could be dangerous.
We're in agreement then, that one person will enter each establishment and ask questions, while the rest of us remain outside, ready to come to the questioner's aid, if it proves necessary. I am glad we're trying to operate on the down low. I'd be happy to be the first questioner, so unless there are objections, I'll head into the general store right now. I doubt I'll need any help. It's not like anyone here has superpowers or anything. Let's hope someone knows something.
Hello there, can I help you find something? We have all sorts of wares, foods, and drinks. We have Sears catalog ordering available too, for those hard-to-find things you may need. Is there something you're looking for?
I'm not really looking for a thing. I'm looking for my missing friends. They're all about my age. One's a blonde woman, another is a dark red-haired woman, and the last person is a foreigner man from India.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't know anything about anyone fitting those descriptions. Tombstone's a booming town, with lots of people coming and going. Since you're here, would you like some miracle cure elixir?
Don't you buy that trash, darling. It's what they call snake oil. It's really just a bunch of ground up leaves, berries, and mushrooms, with dirt thrown in for good measure. It's trash and will do more harm than good if you drink it. Oh my, she speaks the truth. That man sells bad medicine. And he charges more for people that he thinks are wealthy, flush with money. He's a cheat, this one. We only shop here because he's the only mail-order shop in Tombstone.
Ladies, you're painting me out to be a bad guy. I'm just selling what people want. They want a miracle cure, and so I sell one. And things cost different amounts based on the economics of supply and demand. I'm not cheating anyone.
You're a liar, Mr. Benton. Everyone knows you lie and sell junk, but we're captive to your business. We have nowhere else to shop, so you win. We're your clients, that's it. So I say just buy what you need and leave. Wow, this guy sounds like he deserves to be here in hell, for all his deception, cons, and selling fake, bad medicine. Anyway, back to my question. Have any of you seen my friends? They're likely wearing clothes like me. I don't think any of us saw them, but I did hear there was a fight and robbery in the saloon. If your friends are those kind of people, maybe they were at the saloon when the robbery happened.
Hey, you thief! Stop! Come back here! You didn't pay for that! Thieves like that force me to get creative in my business to offset losses from theft. You can see I'm the real victim here.
Wow, more reasons, I guess, to be damned to hell. You people take the cake for how much sin I can see within only a few minutes. I've seen enough. I'm out of here. Thanks for nothing, as they say.
You gotta get out of here. Someone saw you kill those stagecoach robbers, and they reported it to the ERPs. The ERPs don't like people breaking the law. They're looking for you. So you gotta leave now.
Wait a minute. We were the people that reported the stagecoach robbery. So why would the ERPs be after us? That makes no sense at all. You must have us confused with someone else. Otherwise, that's crazy.
The ERPs are definitely looking for you three. You look like outlaws and were there when the stagecoach was robbed, and it was reported. So you better listen to me and get out of here. Go back to wherever you came from, now.
Excuse me. I sense something is not right about you. Indeed, you are not a damned soul. There is a powerful illusion shielding your true appearance and identity. Who are you? What are you? Are you a demon?
You ain't normal. What are you? Who are you? What kind of demon witch are you? Whoever you are, just get out of here. Leave before it's too late. I'm getting away from you myself. That's a mighty fine outfit, I gotta say. You look like a missionary gunslinger. Do you have business to conduct, ma'am? We have insured accounts, safety deposit boxes, we offer loans, and do gold exchange for cash. Watch out for his loans, ma'am. He waits till you need money, then charges crazy high interest on his predatory loan. And if you're late paying back, he sends his buddies to beat or kill you. He looks nice, but he ain't.
Oh my, that's the sin of usury at its worst, and is a reason to be damned to hell. You have my sympathy for whatever punishment you will receive for your sin. Perhaps your friends will turn on you. Thank you for offering your services to me. However, I do not need them. I do have a question, though. Have you seen 2 women and a foreigner man, a blonde woman, a dark red-haired woman, and an Indian man?
No, ma'am. No one by those descriptions came in here. I record everyone that comes and goes in my journal, just in case there was ever a robbery or something that we needed evidence for. I write everything down. Hey, I saw all 3 of them. That blonde woman was in the saloon gambling like a pro and a cheat. She won hand after hand.
I raise 50.
Call.
Full house. I win again.
People didn't like her winning, so they made a scene. She's cleaning us out!
It's all mine now.
You cheated! But she took the money and left at gunpoint.
Stay back! All of you, stay back! Anyone moves, I shoot!
They fled after that, but Doc Holliday came and took down everyone's report, and the Earps formed a posse to hunt them down. That's all I know. I hope that helps you, lady. You know you're really pretty.
You're very kind to compliment my appearance. Thank you. Your information has been especially helpful. I hope your hell punishment isn't too awful for you. I will be leaving now. Have the best day you can have. Goodbye.
Greetings, mister. It's my duty to inform you that we're well defended here in Hotel Lost, so don't you do anything wild, crazy, or downright stupid. Anyone can rent a room, even unsavory people. Listen, buddy, what he's telling you is you look like an outlaw, so you mind your own business and we'll mind our own business. It's that simple. So, you want a room, or what, mister? That was quite a welcome. Well, I guess I can understand where you're coming from. I am dressed like an outlaw. But judging me as criminal by my clothes isn't right. I could be a bounty hunter. So, just judge me by what I do. That's fair, mister. I don't mean to offend, but like you said, you look like an outlaw or a bounty hunter. Both are gunslingers, so my statement still stands. Don't cause any trouble and mind your own business. Buddy, let me make things clear so there ain't no doubt what you're being told. If you cause trouble, we'll beat and send you to Boot Hill. You got it, buddy? I don't know how to make it any more plain. So, you want a room?
You better listen to those men. My man got into a fight here, and after a few nights in jail, he came back, but then he vanished. I never saw him again. I think they killed him because he caused trouble in the hotel.
It's abundantly clear that I better not cause any trouble. Well, I can assure you that I don't intend to cause trouble or create problems. And I'll mind my own business. But I do have a question. I'm looking for a group of 3 people. 2 women, a blonde and dark redhead, and a foreigner man. They were likely dressed like me. It's important I find them, so anything you know would be of great help. You don't listen too well. You agree to mind your business, then you ask about other people. I don't know if you're plumb dumb or if you're daft. Maybe you're just rude as heck. Either way, don't ask questions, buddy. I'm sorry, mister. We aim to be more welcoming than you're experiencing right now. But you aren't listening to us. We have men that will take you out back and teach you to listen and take direction, if that's what you need. You're right, threatening me doesn't seem too welcoming. So, I guess you're not going to tell me where my friends are, so I guess I'll leave. Your apathy to me and my friends feels unkind.
Hey, you should stay away from Hotel Lost and never rent a room, because they sometimes rob patrons and leave them for dead in an alley somewhere. They're all bad in there, running crime across Tombstone, under the Clantons.
She's right, mister. It's a snake pit in there. You best stay clear and let the vermin do what vermin do. They're all dirty in their own way. But what can you do? Maybe someone will poison their food. Who knows, right?
Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Mills, and I'm looking for 3 missing friends. One is a blonde woman with long hair. Another is an auburn dark red-haired woman. And the third is a foreigner man from India. Well, hi there, sweetie. Don't you look all pretty in your white attire? How do you keep your clothes so clean out there on the dusty roads? Are you interested in a bath upstairs with me, honey? While a bath sounds nice, it would be inappropriate to bathe with you, as that seems to be what you're suggesting. So, no thank you. On a personal note, I feel for you, and whatever put you in this alternative profession. First, I don't talk about who comes and goes here. Second, why are you so judgmental of what I do for a living? I said you look good in your outfit. I was nice. So, why get preachy on me and imply what I do is bad? Welcome to the table, darling. You gonna play? Or you wanna join me in watching the men gamble? Or maybe you wanna go upstairs? I know all sorts of games. Are you interested in having some fun? I'm fine staying here. I am not interested in any time upstairs. In fact, I am only here to ask if anyone has seen my 3 friends. A blonde woman, a dark red-headed woman, and a foreigner man. If you don't want to play, I have nothing to say. You want to go upstairs and talk? Then we can do that. I'm happy to talk on any topic you want. But it will cost you. I'm sorry to hear that you are putting your desire for sin, even if circumstantial, above helping others. It's sad that you will not share what you know, which costs you nothing, even if it's important to someone else.
Don't pay no heed to that woman. She's a horse that likes being ridden, but there's a fee per ride. I can answer your question, Missy. Yeah, all 3 of them were in here. The blonde woman gambled over yonder at that table. Yeah, they were here, but they were cons. The blonde woman won hand after hand, like she had a whole deck of cards up her sleeve. She had to be cheating, so people got mad and things got bad. They ended up kicking a table over, pulling a gun, and taking all the money. They robbed everyone and left the saloon. Deputy Doc Holliday showed up, investigated, and formed a posse to go after them.
Thank you so much for that information. I greatly appreciate it. I'll be on my way. Thank you again.
Hi there, I've heard about you 3. People say you've been walking all over town asking about the saloon-robbing murderous band of outlaws, right? People say you're friends with those outlaws. We are friends with the alleged outlaws, but we know them, and they're not criminals. I'm sure there's a good explanation for whatever happened, and I'm very sure they're not to blame for any crimes. So, the headline is Friends of Outlaws deny their criminality and come to town to find their compadres in crime. Is that the whole story? Or maybe there's another angle to the story. Perhaps there's an entirely different headline. Maybe your headline should be Friends of falsely accused bounty hunters come to town to rescue their fellow gunslingers. So, you're either outlaws or bounty hunters on a questionable mission. Neither makes you look good.
We are good, righteous, and just. It's not your place to judge us. You're trying to pass fiction off as truth and fact, while creating sensationalism that stokes worry through fear-mongering that gunslinging outlaws or bounty hunters are on the loose.
Look, the people of Tombstone deserve to know what's happening in their town. Maybe you don't like what I write, but it's how I see things. I'm a real journalist, so I report things as I witness them. I'm honest, even if a bit jaded.
You better listen to me. You literally just made up two different, incompatible, allegedly true stories. It's obvious. You're not reporting what you saw or witnessed. You're reporting hearsay and made-up stories as if they're true. You're not honest. It appears that your goal is readership, where you will write anything that will be read by the most people, even if what you write are lies, exaggerations, or misinformation. You appear to prioritize personal success over the truth. You know, Mills, you did a great job distilling this so-called reporter's willingness to deceive people by writing bogus articles that he passes off as fact. He's a real scumbag, twisting things and manipulating people's perception of reality.
Wait a minute now. You're painting me out to be the bad guy here, where it's you three who are gunslinging somethings. Whether you're outlaws or bounty hunters, you're not the good guys. You're not a sheriff or deputy or even part of a posse. I know you're going to write whatever you want to write. Just know, we are the good guys. Given your two choices, I suggest you go with bounty hunters that are on a mission to rescue their friends from unjust charges. You scum, you diverted the river upstream to spite me. You know Tombstone is booming and needs my crops. So you're destroying them by stealing the water. It's over, you're done. I'm gonna kill you today. Don't you call me a scum? You're the scum. You raised your prices to gouge everyone, leaving my family unable to buy enough food. So I cut off your water. You starved my family, and you don't get water. You can't justify killing the crops the whole town needs because you're unhappy with the cost of things. You're a dead man! Witch! She's a witch! What was that? Are you really a witch or something? How can you move like that and glow all magic-like and break their guns? Who are you? What's your story? How'd you do that?
She's an angel from heaven. And I guess she didn't want to see those guys shoot each other. So are you going to write the truth and say that you saw an angel? Somehow I doubt anyone will believe you.
If I didn't see everything myself, I wouldn't have believed it. I wonder if it's some kind of trick or magician's illusion. I don't see how I can write about this. It's too out there, unusual. I'll stick with the bounty hunters came to town story. Mind telling me your story with your crazy glowing eyes? What's that about? What makes your eyes glow on and off that amber yellow color? Is there something about you, like being an angel too? That was impressive and bold, Mills, using your angelic powers openly to save those guys from shooting each other. I had no idea you could teleport and have angelic light powers that destroyed their guns. That was unexpected.
I do not have superpowers like Amanda, but I am 3 times as strong as humans. I can teleport short distances, and I can use heaven's light to smite and protect. You decided earlier that we should stop violence, so I did. Wow, Mills, you're like a genie, where we ask and you deliver as the librarian warrior angel, but if we don't make the decision and ask you, you're just a librarian advisor, without the warrior angel part. We rub your lamp, or no wishes for us.
That's not a fair assessment. Mills is an angel that must follow divine laws. And apparently those laws aren't flexible at all. And so, to be a good angel, she is just doing what she has to do. She's following divine law. Hey, I'm still here. I'm coming around to believing you really are an angel versus being some kind of trick or illusion. Let me ask again, what's with your glowing eyes? They don't look right or natural.
You really want to know? I'm a descendant of the devil. And have superpowers. I'm super strong, super fast, and can't really be hurt. So, yeah, I'm a superhero. I think my eyes are just a warning sign for people not to mess with me.
Well, that's another story I can't write about. No one will believe me, and I'd lose all journalistic credibility. Even being true, angels and descendants of the devil are just too crazy to put in print. On that note, it's time for me to go. It's amazing how many corrupt, bad, self-serving people we keep finding. I know we're in hell, but it's remarkable how most everyone is overtly bad in some way. I can only imagine that the few people who seem nice have their own sinful secrets. Well, let's go. It looks like the Undertaker isn't home, or at least the business is closed. There's a graveyard around the back, so let's go check it out. I'd hate to think Taylor, Tushar, or Karna have been buried alive.
This graveyard is in such disrepair. It appears the citizens of Tombstone don't value or honor the dead. They seem to discard corpses here without care. Their true selves don't care. It's sadly consistent with the immorality of the damned. If they don't value life and their damned souls, then why do we care if we fight and stop them from doing bad things? It sounds like they have it coming. So why should we spare the rod and let them get away with doing evil unto others?
Mills is right, even though it's hard to be our best selves in hell. With everyone threatening and attacking us at every turn, it makes it really hard to just take it and not return the favor of violence and mayhem, but we have to try and be better.
God bless and Godspeed to our always pursuing the right thing and holding ourselves accountable to a higher standard, that heaven can look upon us with respect and appreciation. May we always find the inner strength to be righteous and true.
How many times do I have to warn you? You gotta get out of here, now! The Earps and Doc Holliday have a posse and they're hunting for you. You gotta leave town and get out of Tombstone for good!
Look, you're not normal. You're some kind of witches, but that doesn't mean you have to die here in Tombstone. Just choose to leave and go. It's that simple. Go back to where you came from and leave Tombstone now.
Come on, we're supposed to be scared and run away with our tails between our legs? We're super-powered. I don't think anything or anyone in this time pocket can hurt us, to tell you the truth. We're not afraid.
Your claiming you have superpowers sounds like a children's story. Even if true, I'm telling you all the same, you gotta leave now. Get out of here! They're coming for you!
I think we should talk to the Earps and clear things up, and if they don't listen to reason, then, well, we'll have to defend ourselves, and you can use your angel and devil superpowers. I'll go in alone.